Oscar, you picked the perfect match to host at the Forum. Do you think this is the, fight style-wise that reminiscent of the old fights at the Forum?
I truly feel this fight will live up to the expectations. First of all, I strongly feel that the Forum has brought out a lot of great fights and a lot of great fighters. I mean, you name it, from Muhammad Ali to myself. We've stepped inside that ring, and there's something different about the Forum that is special, and to showcase Alexis Rocha against an undefeated fighter who on record is and on paper is a tough contender. It should be one for the ages. It should be one for LA. One of those fights that a lot of people will remember.
When you go to the Forum, you made your pro debut, of course, there. What are the emotions that just go through your head every time you go into that arena?
Yeah, you know what? Lately I've been to concerts, and it brings back a lot of beautiful memories. The one thing I do remember is the most is Ricardo Montalban, when I dropped Lamar Williams and he stood up and put his hands up. Ricardo Montalban, the actor. Mm-hmm. That's the one image I get in my head all the time when I think about my pro debut. Mm-hmm. It's pretty special. The Forum brings out all the stars, which is pretty cool.
This is also the third fight in a row Alexis is headlining now. I think he kind of had the bad luck for Virgil Ortiz. He kind of had his moment last year when he headlined that card last minute. Do you feel like you have the next star in Golden Boy and Alexis Rocha?
Yeah, look, we're just doing what we do best, and that's promote our fighters and get them to that position, to have an opportunity and fight for a world title. Rocha is right there. He's knocking on the door, and we have a WBO convention coming up where Crawford will be making his decision whether he's moving up to 154 or staying at 47. Therefore, the belt will either become vacant or he will stay and fight at 47. And the decision's up to Paco whether Rocha is next in line to fight for that world title with Crawford, depending on what he decides.
Do you like what the WBO is doing with this new super division, super champion designation they did with Teofimo, and seems like a few other top-ranked fighters are following suit right now? I know you've been very vocal about the world title picture, and it continues to kind of get muddied again.
Sure.
How do you feel about perhaps not even opening doors for your fighters, though?
All right, here we go. We're going to get controversial now. All right, here we go. So, I just do not agree with the world titles. I do not agree, with the exception of the Ring Magazine belt, which is technically not an official, belt to in many people's eyes. I mean, it's the most prestigious, goes back 100 years, and there's no politics whatsoever. You're either the champion and you win it in the ring against the number 1, number 2 guy, and that's it. And the only way you can lose it, and we have the editor-in-chief here, is in the ring. That's it. So, I have to play ball with the organizations because they give title chances, they position you top 10. But when you start playing with super champion, when you start playing with super duper champion, it's like, it becomes becomes confusing to the audience, to the fan who supports the sport. Like, nobody knows who the champion is, and that there is not good for the sport, you know. So, you know, when you have a Teofimo Lopez who is a great champion, don't get me wrong, but now is exempt from fighting his number one mandatory, the next guy in line that can possibly beat him, you know, he's exempt from it. Like, so are you a champion or are you not a champion? You have to defend your titles. It's been changing over the years, and I just do not agree with it. And I have every right to say that. I do not agree with it because I was in the ring. I stepped inside the ring myself. And I don't agree with that. As a promoter, I don't have to agree with it, but guess what? Sometimes you have to, you know, walk in the park with these guys, you know. Sometimes you have to play ball with these guys. Mm-hmm. But as a fighter, I just do not agree with it.